What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. No, Monday.
Right, yeah.
What day is it? Is it Monday?
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone had a nice Easter weekend. I don't know if anyone's still off for Easter, probably. But we're deep into World's Prep at the tail end, really. And today is squats. I'm gonna work up to comp weight and gonna see how it feels. I've been reasonably close. I've done 280 kilos for a pretty easy set of 10. So today we're going up to 320 kilos. And everything goes perfect, I'll hit a set of 10. But I don't want to work too hard, risk injury, anything like that. I just want to come in fresh, healthy, excited, ready to go. I just want to see what it feels like on my back, to be honest. And we'll go from there. I'm going to see if I can't get into low bar today for the first time of prep, which would make 280 for me feel like about 310. As in, it's about 30 kilos easier when I get into low bar, which would make today very successful. But shoulder mobility, tough in this setup at Worlds. They have it where you can really like stretch your hands out and get in that spot. But here, a little bit harder. We'll start with some high bar, see if we can't get the shoulders worked out. All right. And we got to get our pads set up. Actually, you know what I'm going to do today? Just because we may go high bar to low bar, we're going to work off of these today. Keep life easy. 16. It's probably about right. But pop in the chat, guys. Say hello. Happy to answer any questions. I've had such a good week of training. Up until this week, to be honest with you, I was a bit concerned that I'd be able to bring my best to Worlds. But not because I couldn't do something, but because the things I was doing just felt heavy. Everything felt kind of shit. And the past week and a half or so, everything just started to feel like poppy and normal, like it does when I feel strong. So took long enough, but here's just in time. See how this depth looks. Oh, that's more than enough. Oof. Cool.
Hey, how was your family's Easter?
Family's Easter was good. Peyton, she had a 500-meter race, which I did with her, and that was lovely. Which she was like, I don't know how much she knew what was going on, but she did, like, at points before the race, want to be picked up, then want to be on the ground, then want to be picked up, and looking around and nervous. And then on the start line, she's holding my hand, and then she wants to be picked up, and she's kind of freaking out. I think, like, part of her knew that everyone was gassing her up to do something.
Yeah.
But she did very well. So that was awesome. And then, yeah, we had so many Easters. We had Easter with my clinic manager and Ashley's best friend with her sister, so their family. We had Easter with my dad. We had brunch Easter with my mom. Then we had dinner Easter with my mom. 4 Easters.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Do you know how Peyton hates Cassie,
Yeah.
my sister?
I don't know if she hates her.
I don't know. So Peyton learned how to say Happy Easter.
Yeah.
And so she'd go, Happy Easter, Daddy. And you say Happy Easter, Grandma or Nana. Happy Easter, Nana. You'd say Happy Easter, Cassie. And she'd go,
Oh no.
would not say it.
Is Cassie okay? That's funny.
We're just gonna have to go high bars today. It's not gonna happen. But that's fine. Just be stronger and then see on comp day if it feels better. Just going to grab my collection of plates. You guys will be happy to know it's the 132nd consecutive gray day in a row in Ontario. It's very exciting.
Bad. The fact that the snow stayed on the ground.
Yeah, still on the
I thought
ground.
we were done. You have, with the upcoming move to America, can we switch the nickname from the Moose to the Bald Eagle?
No, I've been asked this before. Like, are you going to represent America? Like, no, I'm not American. I'm just going to live there. And I'm obviously not patriotic because I'm abandoning. But all things being equal, I want to live here. I cheer for Canada at the Olympics. I wish things here made more sense, but
Yeah.
they just, unfortunately, they just don't.
Are you going to be watching Europe's on Saturday?
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually gonna have some people over to watch it because now, like, friend group, people are invested in strongman. So like now they want to watch stuff that I'm not in. But it'll be a great comp to be able to investigate, to do research, to creep on what other guys are capable of. Because odds are you're gonna have a guy who's at Europe's in your group at Worlds. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have your second phone here?
Yeah.
Next one, can you take a video just so I can see how the depth looks? Guys, it's such a hectic day today. I
Hi.
got up,
Good. How are you?
did some work, whatever.
Just filming. Yeah.
About 9:30, I head off to the second half of a root canal that was started on Friday.
Okay.
I get I'm told an hour. I get in the chair at 10 o'clock. I was in the chair for dead ass 2.5 hours as they're poking around and driving, and oh my God. And then I went straight from there to an interview for someone who applied to the clinic. Straight from there to here to squat and eat Rice Krispies. So excuse my lack of professionalism, but I'll be eating on the live stream today, which I think a lot of you weirdos love anyway.
From the side? Or do you want
From the front.
Front?
My gut says it's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
I feel strong today, guys. It's very good news. I filled out the world's like research interview questions that they do. And I remember first year, I was so jazzed to answer them all. And then every subsequent year, I get more and more annoyed by them because it'll be like, how many times have you been to World's Strongest Man? Do you have any world records? What is your best finish at World's Strongest Man? And I'm like, can you just please go on Strongman Archives? Please, so I don't have to fill this out for the 7th year in a row. Thank you. And the annoying bit is, I would be so up to answer all the questions and whatever. And so you go look at the show, and they don't use any of it. Like literally is not relevant at all. You're like, why are we doing this? Leash, why are we doing this?
Pardon me?
Why are we doing it?
Why are we doing what?
Why are we doing it?
Doing what? I can't hear anything that you're talking
Yes,
about.
why are we doing it?
What are we doing? What? Like you're standing right there. I can't hear anything you're saying. I can see your mouth moving.
I'm talking about the interview questions for Worlds,
Okay.
like that you have to fill out online. It asks you questions like, how many years have you competed at World's Strongest Man? What is your best finish at World's Strongest Man? I'm like, can you just Google it, please?
Oh man.
Yeah, it's so irritating.
That's unfortunate.
I work out. And
Peyton wants to know if you confronted that douche.
I haven't seen him yet, but I will. I will. Yeah, you're fine. It's funny. I've like literally never once in my life gotten remotely upset with someone walking in front of a camera.
Yeah.
But everyone's like so respectful about it. They're worried that you will.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, another easy one.
Oh, don't worry. Don't
You're
worry.
good, dude.
No, you're good.
There's something about searching for the bottom that makes it way harder. Like first rep, when you're trying to make sure you hit the end point.
How many reps are you aiming for today for 700?
I mean, we'll see how it feels. If everything goes perfect, 10 with a couple left in the tank would be awesome. This one's gonna be 260-ish. So we've got this. This will be my last one I'll do without sleeves. Or sorry, without wraps on. And then I'm just not using briefs right now. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm just not. It just makes the bottom feel really uncomfortable for me. And I don't know. I feel like wraps, they do quite a bit for me. And the squat suit might be a variable, or the briefs might be a variable that is just not necessary to introduce. All right, nice, easy, simple. Don't search for the bottom, just hit the bottom. Nice. Easy work.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, up we go. One more 45, that's the last big jump. And then we'll do the math, but I think it might be less than the 25 after that. Ah. I've realized something about myself training, that when I'm about to do a set, if it's going to be hard, I'm fine. I don't hesitate. I just get on with it. If it's going to be painful, like if I'm dealing with a back or a knee or something, I procrastinate starting a lift so much more. Like that is very clearly a thing for me. All right, belts are there. If I just swing around, I'll put the wraps on here. How was your Easter? So it's yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of time outside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're up with your family, and then you went with Matt's to Woodbridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my family, my nephew's like going to be 2 this summer.
Yep.
So he was going around finding all the eggs with the monster trucks and stuff in them, which was really
Yeah,
cool. We did like a little Easter dinner, and I helped my mom with some yard work when I went home, and then we went to the keg last night for Matt's family.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did he get the fat boy meal?
Yeah, it's called like the Kega Mega or something. Like the big steak. I think it's 24 ounces or something.
He's going to be obese. Are you prepared for him to be obese?
Yeah, but I don't know if he will be.
Yeah.
He will be. Because even after he ate that, he was like, I probably don't need to order that again. Now that he doesn't like.
Oh, you think he's gonna take it easy?
Yeah, I think he's gonna adjust.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was good. It definitely feels like a Tuesday though. It doesn't feel like Monday.
Yeah.
Feels
Well,
weird.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay, have you done any truck pull training yet?
No. I'll do a fire truck session maybe next week. But I think I'll just do one to stay in touch with it. I don't find it the hardest thing in the world. I've done like lots to get my legs conditioned, but in terms of like pulling the truck specifically, like it's literally a snowstorm outside right now. Even if I tried to do it, like my feet wouldn't really grip the ground very well. And even if I trained it to be good in these conditions, being good in these conditions is not the same as being good in Myrtle Beach conditions. All right. Nice, easy single. Could you record this as well? Just so I can see. All good?
Yep.
Ooh, a bit sideways. Still good. Thank you. Cool. One thing that's so easy to get wrong in these circumstances, if you get your knee wraps really tight, it'll make the first rep feel much easier. But if you use a tight knee wrap and then you wait for Worlds to introduce your name and the other guy, they got to move the cameras, you walk up there, they're not quite ready. You could have your knee wraps on for 2 minutes before you actually start a rep and then you try to rep it out. Like I see a world where there's a guy in a suit, wraps, like his legs are cooked before he even picks up the bar because it's out in the heat and it's just not that simple. It's not as simple as wrap tight, make it easy, or wear a suit, make it easy.
Oh, okay. Will you be doing the 400 kg for reps with Thor the week after the enhanced?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it says, will you be doing the 400 kg for reps with Thor the week after the enhanced games in Czech Republic?
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Thor does such a good job with international appeal. All right, for 90, 180, 270, 315 is 630, and it's a 25-pound bar. So I got to have 22 more kilos on here. Okay, that works out perfectly, actually. Yeah, if I put 25s on, that is perfect.
I guess Thor just announced that a couple hours ago. So
Yeah,
brand new
but like I
information.
was saying, he does such a good job of promoting himself internationally. If you're in events and you're like, I just want the biggest name and I have money to get them, you're like, get Thor to deadlift. And it's pretty, I actually don't know how much money he brings in. It would certainly be a ton of eyeballs, and it would be the biggest pool of anyone around right now, myself included. All right. I'll take a few minutes here, and then I think set one, I'll do 3. And then set 2 is where I'll sort of see where I think I could go as a last hard session. But I definitely want to keep a couple in the tank to prevent absolutely cooking myself in my next couple of weeks of training into Worlds. So,
Sorry, is this 700 pounds on there now?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, this one's from Maddie Bryan. What event are you looking forward to the most at Worlds?
I'm just not this type of guy. People ask me that all the time. Like, I just take it as it comes. I look forward to the contest in terms of like what the individual things are. I don't care too much. Like, they're all pretty standard to me at this point. There's nothing I'm looking at. I'm like, oh, maybe squat I haven't done before, but squat also steals your soul when you're squatting for reps to max. So, yeah, I don't know. Farmers into power sales would be cool. Squat would be cool. Deadlifting 400 kilos for reps, that'd be cool. Having another shot at the sandbags, which I feel much better about this year than last year. I think last year I came 3rd out of everyone overall. I think I have a chance to get all 10 bags this year with how training's gone. Yeah, just excited to get out there and get after it and show what I can do. I'm very dissatisfied that I've won 4 Arnolds, 3 Rogues. I've won 1 World's Strongest Man. I feel like I owe it to myself to win at least 1, 2, 3 more. I owe it to myself to do better at World's Strongest Man. All right. Cocksucker. Ugh. Okay.
What do you anticipate will be your max deadlift prior to the world record attempt?
Depends how I pull up post Worlds. At this rate, I think easy 1,000 pull would be about where I would sit, which is not as close as I would like to get, but with the timing of shows, it just doesn't make any sense to like, I'm just going to kill myself in the process. When I deadlifted 475 for reference, the most I'd ever deadlifted before that was 420. So I don't need to be right up there to be capable. I think I need to be right up there to be confident. But at this rate, I don't think I'm going to go in confident, as in like, I think it's more likely to happen than not. I think I'll go in optimistic and try my heart out. Yeah, and when I got 505s to my knee, I literally pulled 400 kilos in a suit the week before just to see how it felt, and then nearly pulled 505. So look, I think strong is strong. I think it's good for Worlds that I'm just getting a little bit more rep work, a little bit of technique, but I would certainly prep differently if that was the only thing on the calendar for me right now.
And how's this slow peak feeling compared to Arnold's?
My body feels better, like I'm actually recovering as we get closer, and it feels, if I think about it, intuitively, it feels much better. But emotionally, before Arnold's, I was like, if you go back to the session that I said I think I won in the gym, I literally believe that I did win in the gym. And it's really nice to be able to do that, but also so unnecessary. So I almost feel a bit behind, but it's more a feeling of like, I need there to be 2.5 weeks to the show right now. Where at Arnold's, it was 3.5 weeks out. I'm like, I want the thing to be tomorrow because I'm ready to go, which I think ultimately was a mistake that I got away with. And to be clear, it's not a coaching thing at all. It's like, I just love to train. I just love to work hard. And I would push laws into letting me do things that I think both of us know was a bit much. But like, I just really enjoyed testing myself. And I think anyone at the top level in any sport, that's what they love to do. Oh. All right. First set for 3. We'll see how it feels as well. The most I've done in prep so far is 280 kilos. So it could be somewhat of a shock to lifting heavier, this much heavier, without adrenaline, but we'll see where it goes. Just gonna stand a minute. World's prep. I'll have to stand here as I announce my name, the other guy's name, move the cameras, and we're doing a set of 3. All right. What the fuck happened there? What's happening? Am I off center?
You didn't look here. I took it.
Oh,
What? You didn't
they
look
slide out.
outside?
They slid out like 6 inches.
Mm.
Woo!
Yeah, from here you can't even see with the pole.
Yeah. Just show the live stream. Show the live stream. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, being able to body that and still get a couple, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Let me see what it was actually doing. I guess it just dropped it faster because it's heavier.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they slid out right when I picked it off. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel that heavy. In both of those, I hit, go crooked, correct, and then stand up. It's really good. All right, I'll definitely do another set. That is a lot of movement. And I had collars on for everyone who's about to call me out. They just weren't strong enough. Oh boy, oh boy. What a day. Hey guy. What's up, dude? You look like you're ready to come in the enhanced games with me. You look like you're ready to come in the enhanced games with me.
I might. I might.
Just more. Yes. Huh?
Bleeding.
Am I?
Here. I'll put it on the spot. You hold it, okay? It was bleeding and may stop. It's
Bleeding down there.
acne.
Yeah,
You might have
annoying.
popped or scratched it.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to start bleeding all over the
No, thanks, dude. Thank you.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Thank you.
I'm trying to keep up. I mean, this is 292.
Yeah, not bad, dude.
Hey,
Not bad.
I was 240 8 weeks ago.
Yeah, blowing up.
Buddy, it's like trend just started on Friday.
I'm on live stream.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You know, just fucking whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, like I'm on Mastron. Do 4, it's 5.
yeah.
And fucking train.
Right.
And about 100.
Hey, you feel good? You feel good?
Feel well.
You getting your bloods done?
Not yet. But when I did, I was a couple weeks into my mass run with Anavar, and my blood was thinner than it was on it.
Then it was off.
Then it was off of, yeah. Like
Yeah, right.
on my birthday,
Well, that's good.
I'm on 100, and it's over the roof everything.
Huh.
I'm on this shit, and it's better.
Hmm.
I'm just meant to be on it. We could all be bloods.
It's actually healthier. It's amazing, you know,
Hi guys.
certain
What's up?
people. All right.
There we go.
Certain people with steroids, their personality, like they're a different person when they're on, like they just like come alive.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you wouldn't even know with me, eh? Personality, could you tell? Do you think?
No. No, I think though because even when things should make you mad, I feel like you're calm. Like without any of that, you should probably be reacting and mad, but you're still calm. Right?
Yeah. It comes quite naturally until it's like the trigger. You know, like there's only so much. And then you're like, I'm done. And if you
Yeah.
push past it's just off. It takes a lot.
When technology doesn't work.
It pushes me. But I'll never get mad at that because I'm like, I try not to because it's such a stupid thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it is people. Just like when people, you know, when you disagree with someone and you can, no matter how much you disagree, you're like, I see where you're coming from. Take any political issue, you're like, you should be able to see what the other side is saying,
Yeah.
other than you're a horrible person. And when you're trying to talk to someone about something and you're passed off because it's like, you're a bad person or something of that nature, it's like, what are you actually talking about? It drives me insane.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but the comments are like putting pieces together.
He was like,
The
just
comments.
like, he was giving me his whole cycle. And
Well, I was trying to play with it.
yeah, fine.
I was trying to fix the, it says we're in portrait, but we're clearly not. So you were talking, so I was trying to fix it, and it just cut to my face. That's why I was doing
no.
this. Yeah. I'm like, oh no.
All right, but 2 minutes, I'll get back into it.
We have Luke Richardson, world's strongest man, laughing in here. So I guess he was listening
Luke
to your
Richardson, world's strongest man?
Yeah.
Europe's strongest man, baby.
I don't
2
know.
times Europe's strongest man. We were at Peyton's birthday and Luke was here. And it's just like all the parents from Peyton's daycare who like, none of them know what I do or who I am or nothing. Which for you guys is probably hard to believe, but day to day, nobody has a clue who I am. It's like, I mean, some people do, but by and large, you take a random group of people not interested in fitness, they don't. So at Peyton's birthday, I just like thank everyone for coming. And Luke and Laura were there. I says, over in the corner is Luke Richardson, 2 times Europe's strongest man. If you want pictures or an autograph, I'm sure he'd be happy to do it. Soon to be 3 times, I reckon. If he does what he can do. Oh, do you want to swing it around?
Yep.
Are you guys going to want to watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it airing here on Saturday? It's Saturday, yeah?
Saturday. It'll be Saturday around 12. You're all right, man. You're cool. You're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be Saturday, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Something
Like
like that.
daytime, yeah.
What's Sunday in here? Why'd you say we're Sunday in here?
Oh no, I was wondering if it was Saturday or Sunday. I didn't know what day it was, the competition.
All right, let's set a rep target. With how that one went, much more exerting than I was hoping for my first set to be. But I think I think 6 smooth would make me happy. I think that's a good mark, especially for how I'm ramping up right now in my training loads and volumes. Okay, set of 6. Good.
We're good on each side there. Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. No. Why is it doing that? I'm so confused by that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes me think that the height, I mean, because they didn't slide this time. Of course, in comp, it's going to be the pads. So like that won't be near as dramatic, but that's so strange. Can I watch the video?
Yeah. That's all.
It's weird. Like, it's not a big difference. It's like a few centimeters. But it's enough when you're hitting it off those things, it's impossible. And the time to correct it is not at 700 pounds. Well, I guess I pay the price, sort of, for not setting up the blocks today. But that's so strange.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what it could be? Maybe because this is deformed, like this is up on this side. Maybe it's that. I don't know, but it didn't happen in any warm-up set. Strange. Well, I suppose it's instead of an impressive squat set, it's a learning for you guys. And it's first set of 2 was a muscular effort of like 5. And so like, okay, probably more than I wanted to do. And then a set that should have been higher reps, same thing happens. There's the option of like, keep trying to correct this on the fly, or will this be an issue in comp? No, because they're soft pads and it's never been an issue with soft pads. So, yeah. I'm happy to give it one more crack, but maybe it's, let me just check where the bar is on my shoulders. Maybe I'm just slightly off.
Yeah, just like go like slow-mo on it. Because your shoulders look like they're even.
No,
No?
no. I don't think so. Oh, definitely not. No, that's the problem. That's the whole problem. Look, you can see all the green over here.
Yeah.
No green over there. Like it's slightly distorted because you're off on an angle a bit.
Right, because of this thing.
But you can see that green goes out past my shoulder and that's halfway on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes that side heavy, so it drops down first. Okay. Problem identified. Again, there's no sense in continuing to bash on with it. We've got some deadlifts now. Nothing too crazy, but let's have a good deadlift session. I'm actually totally fine with that today. I squatted 320 for the first time in prep. It didn't feel heavy at all on the way down. It's just like obviously how it's bouncing off felt horrible. And I just got to make a point to get myself under the middle and hold it more stable that way. Otherwise, I think the strength is there to do a ton. If you cut out that like pause that's from like tilting it, there's no sticky point. It feels fine. So that gets a thumbs up. Got deadlift, got leg press, got a bunch of other things to get stronger. Unfortunately, this is a smarter version of me because the other version would be continuing to do reps on reps, maybe making my knees worse, maybe make my back worse. but we're going to come in fresh. That's the priority. And that applies to the muscular system and to the nervous system. So at this point, it's a nervous system protectant. And we'll move on, hit some big deadlifts.
We have a super chat here from Andy. It was great to meet you at Arnold's UK, man. You were awesome to my son and I. Great to see you in person. You're a big inspiration for our new strength journey. Love deadlifting, kick ass and enhanced.
Awesome. Yeah, people, I put this out on my Instagram, but people in the UK were so nice and respectful. And to be honest, it's not really the norm. And it's not even like an American thing. It's like even in the UK, usually people are a bit, I don't know. It's this, I can't really explain how, but it's just this like dehumanizing feeling of like you're there as a thing for them to take a picture with and to sign whatever they'd like for however long they would like. And the number of times I was asked, for example, in the Arnold UK this year, are you having a good day? Like that weekend, I was asked that as many times as my entire career combined. And like, of course, you're not going to get into like a philosophical conversation about like, actually struggling today or whatever. Like, you're there to make a good impression, but just like the courtesy to say something that makes you not a statue, but like a human being is, it's very much appreciated. The example that I'd have in the past where someone would think they're doing the same thing is like at a meet and greet, we're not going to become friends. Like we're not friends. You're a fan of mine, and I'm super appreciative of that. And I'm really, really happy you're there. But like, it's not the time to like poke fun or something. And so if my best friend came up to me and was like, "Oh, you're looking a bit tired today, aren't you?" I would be like, "Yeah, I'm exhausted." But like, that's not a very nice first thing to say to someone that you've never met. Like, "Oh, you're pretty tired, aren't you?" You're like, "Well, I've been here for 5 hours saying hello to people. Like, I'm just trying to do my best." But you also just have to take it and eat it, and whatever someone feels like saying to you, just like, "Yep, thanks." I had the funniest interaction. So there's this little kid. His parents had a picture with me and him from the Arnold UK 2 years ago when he was like a baby. And so now he was like maybe 2.5, 3 years old. And I was like, "Oh, let's recreate the picture." And I was like holding him like a baby. So I hold him like a baby and he's laughing and like whatever. And I'm like, "Do you want to do a different one that we'll do next time I see you?" And he's like smiling. He's like, "Yeah." So I grab him and I pick him up sideways and I feel him laughing in my hands. And I put him down and he's like bawling. And I'm like, "Oh," like I scared him. And I felt so bad. So I ran over. My booth was not far. I ran over. I got him a signed flag to try to make up for it. He won't stop crying. I keep doing meet and greets. And then eventually he comes back and like out of the blue just like bum rushes me to give me a big hug to tell me it was okay. I'm like, oh, this precious little boy. It's a feeling I never thought I would have. After having 2 girls, before I had kids, I always thought like, okay, if I have 2 of the same, I will 100% want the other, especially if I haven't had a boy. Like conceptually, I'd love to have a boy and somebody carry on the name and go watch sporting events and da-da-da-da-da. And then after having the girls, I'm like, if we had another kid, I literally still would have absolutely no preference at all. And I feel like your responsibility as a dad to a boy is so different to your responsibility as a dad to a girl. Like, you don't have to turn a girl into a man and like teach them the things to become a man and try to figure out what the fuck that even means. You're literally just like, you just like be sweet to them. Like that's basically it. Do your best. If you had a girl,
If I had a girl,
uh-huh,
yeah.
what would your feelings be about encouraging them to be traditionally like ladylike in the sense of when you leave the house, you look presentable, or like as a teenager, like wear track pants and hoodie and whatever?
I don't really care. I don't think I care too much.
No?
I think as long as they're clean.
As long as you're clean,
Yeah, like
smell good.
washed hair, clean face, right? If they want
That's a minimum, yeah. Yeah. I just wonder. It's hard because he thought I was talking to him. Live stream problems. I'm talking to myself. It's hard because intuitively you're like, that's a really rude thing. Like to try to like tell your daughters that they have to be presentable.
Yeah.
But it's also impossible to refuse to acknowledge that like if you present yourself well, you will likely get a better partner and a more stable partner and a better relationship, which will lead to a much better life. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
okay. You know, and if you go to the clubs dressed as whatever you want,
Yeah.
Halloween style, whatever, you're like, there's like the rights issue of like, you should be able to wear whatever you want, which is true. But then there's the like, who are you trying to attract with this stuff? And then where do you draw the line between what you're trying to attract and what you should be able to do?
Mm-hmm.
And these are the problems that I'll have to worry about in 17 years that I'm talking to you guys about. All right, let's go deadlifts. Enough of that. Follow me.
Sorry, I kicked the stick.
I gotta get the other barbell.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Goodbye.
Mr. Lawrence will be so happy with me today that I made a smart decision to not keep bashing on with squats. I forced his approval to let me do 700 pounds in the first place. And I got it semi-reluctantly. But yeah, it's funny. I think big piece of advice is that in training, you sort of have to take the wins that you can get and understand that there's a lot more ways to win than new highest weight than a previous solid weight moving faster than ever. Sometimes you could take a win like today, say, okay, I doubled 700 pounds. I was not at my limit and it was really, really awkward. And so something went really bad and I got a couple of reps. And then I think, could that be replicated in comp, that problem? Not really, because if you're off soft pads, it's not going to be so jarring. It'll hit you a little bit, but not the same. So I take that as sort of a contextual win, which I've had to learn to accept over time. I think a younger version of me would have said that like a contextual win is just an excuse for you to feel good about yourself. And I think that's true sometimes, but other times you just have to take it as what it is. All right. I left my phone over there. Give me a question. I'm going for another walk.
There you are.
Give me all your questions.
All right, let me see if I can find something. No, we have every day you show up is a win. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but
If I'm kind of up to date, I'll just keep chatting.
okay, yeah. We have a deadlift suit question.
Uh-huh.
What brand of deadlifting suit would you recommend?
I use a metal jack deadlift suit, but it's also the only one I've ever used. I've tried a few Cerberus ones, and I just got the wrong sizes. So I can't say they didn't work for me or anything like that. But the first one I ever got was metal jack. It's worked for me reasonably well. I haven't felt the need to replace it, except for enhance, where I thought I'd experiment with something a bit different. But ultimately, I'm back in the metal jack. Just works for me. But the person who said every day you show up is a win, that's true, depending on what your goal is. And if your goal is just to be generally fitter, stronger, healthier, you're definitely right. If your goal is to win World's Strongest Man in a few weeks, you got to do a little bit more than show up. Unfortunately, that would be great if that was a reasonable bar. All right, let's see what I got for deadlifts. All right. Where are we? Deadlift. Six sets of 3 with 300 kilo speed reps. Sounds good.
Do you do any cardio with your strength training?
Pardon me?
Do you do any cardio with your strength training?
I'm actually doing a lot of cardio right now. I'm doing 3 sessions of 20 minutes of steady state a week, and I'm doing 2 sprint sessions a week. Sprinting like on the Echo bike. So yeah, quite a bit at the moment. But I also needed to get in better shape after the Arnold. And my knee has stopped me from doing a lot of just like basic movements work and just like daily steps and stuff like that. So I've had to make it more intentional than I have in the past. I am going to call Laws to see if I can make an audible. I just think 300. Hello? Hello, sir. I'm good. How are you? Good. Oh, I'm just on live stream, just training. But I hit my 320 squat for reps, and I very intelligently thought, you know what, I'm just going to set up the safeties instead of the pads just to save some time. And of course, the safeties are like really hard. So when I got up to 320, I bounced the left side before the right, and it like threw me big time. I did a double and it threw me again, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the bar was just slightly off on my back. So I did a single. I went to go again after that. I did a single, but same thing happened. I think it's just one of my shoulders. I just got to be a bit smarter about it. But if I was on pads, it wouldn't be near as jarring. And when I watched the technique, I'll send you the video. It wouldn't. It's really not even noticeable. But since I was hitting the hard stop safeties, it became quite noticeable. Anyway, I was very smart and I left it there. And the 2 at 320, even with that, I probably could have done 5 bouncing it off the side like that. So strength is there. I'm happy, but I left it because I'm a very responsible student of yours. Yes, but I'm calling you for approval. So no. I'm calling for approval on deadlifts, which are after. I'm thinking that I have 6 sets of 3, and I'm thinking at 300 kilos. I'm thinking that there's so many ways that I can make 300 kilos move fast in a suit that it's not heavy enough. And I would love to have a heavy deadlift this week and next week, even if it's like 400 for a single today and then for a triple next week. Right now, energy's sweet. Like, my nervous system is better than it's been. My back feels fine. My knee feels good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Oh God. Oh, it's horrible. All right, mate. Thank you. I'll send it over. I will. Bye-bye. Appeal successful. We're gonna do a 300 double, 340 double, 360 double, 380 double, which is much to my happiness. Oh. I am so strong. I think this should actually go quite well.
This question's from Peyton. Where did you land on your question? If you never train biceps, they will be too weak to tear the tendon.
What's that?
I'm coming closer.
Say it again, just loud.
Where did you land? Where did you end up landing on your question? If you never train biceps, they will be too weak to tear the tendon.
If you spend any time around me at all, you know that I have a retarded question about every 5 minutes about something. So that is far from the strangest thing that crosses my mind over the course of like a half an hour. So I can't really tell you.
We've landed nowhere on that.
I have like, my brain is so creative when it comes to just like thinking about how the world works, but so not creative when it comes to like making a painting or something. Like I have no artistic ability at all. But much like a 6-year-old, when they ask you something and you're like, I haven't thought of it like that, and you have a point.
Yeah.
I think I do that to people a lot.
Yeah.
Like, okay, ready. This is not a conspiracy, but this is a funny thought of the week. Now, I believe pharmacists are some of the most overeducated people that you should go to for medical advice. I think they are phenomenal. I think they absolutely have a place. But I believe that place has been misconstrued because you go to your doctor, you get a prescription that says this many pills of this thing. You take it to the pharmacist, who then counts those pills, put it in a bottle, done. Now, the pharmacist probably knows more than enough to prescribe you that stuff, which would be a great stopgap in the Canadian system where it takes ages to get a doctor's appointment. But how they're used is literally count pills, put them in a bottle. Why do you have a medical degree for that? Like, we should be using those people for medicine, not for pill counting and putting it in a little fucking thing. Makes no sense. Like a pharmacy degree feels like all it really gives you is the ability to count pills, handle controlled substances, and open a business. And then like otherwise, it's like you will not be respected by the medical system at all. Feeling poppy. There's something Sebastian Oreb was talking about, and I don't understand it at all. So, and by the way, I think I don't understand it because of my lack of understanding rather than his lack of understanding. But he's talking about how when you deadlift, you should lift the bar off the ground really quietly. So you shouldn't hear like the bearings in the bar snap, like no explosiveness off the floor at all. And I've had him walk me through it before, still don't understand it. Because to me, it just feels like a tempo deadlift. But obviously Thor's amazing. And what do you have to say against that, against that success? Nothing. But it really makes no sense.
We have Coach Liz in the chat.
Coach Liz.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Liz had she had a very rare emotional female moments with me today, because I said to her, your shoulders are looking so shredded. And what would be like an emotional female response to that?
I don't know. I can't imagine Liz being emotional.
No, I know, but I think she's probably hungry.
Yeah.
She goes, what are you saying about my legs? Dude.
I didn't even get
I'm
there.
not that nice, Liz.
Yeah.
Take your win, dude. Take your win. They're not coming often.
Her shoulders do look crazy.
Yeah, but what about her legs?
And your legs,
This is
Liz.
so rude.
Okay, I'm backing up again. So we have a question from Peyton. Sebastian Oreb says to not retract scaps and deadlifts, but Bobby just made a whole IG video on how that's exactly what you should be doing. How can it be both?
It can't be both. I'll tell you how the fitness industry works, and then I'll give my opinion. We have really good understanding of biomechanics. So here are the leverages that we should create to have the best deadlift. And then we have an additional layer on top of that of, if we change X leverage, what effects does it have on other leverages? So in Bobby's case, retracting your scapula means that above the knee, your lockout will be much easier because you don't have to at any point pull your shoulders back. In Seb's case, protracting the scapula, rolling them forward, eliminates about 2 inches range of motion off the ground. So for most people, what's going to be more beneficial, a cleaner lockout or effectively a block pull from 2 inches off the ground? And in my opinion, the answer is block pull from 2 inches off the ground. When it comes to deadlifts and conveying messages to the general public, I would tend to back Seb over Bobby based on results. That being said, I think context is really important, and there would be a context in a person where retracting scapula makes a lot of sense. And this is probably someone who is very skinny, has no issue getting down to the bar at all, and who struggles tremendously at lockout, but has very powerful legs to pull the bar off. Most people aren't, but you know, everyone has their thoughts, everyone has their 2 cents, and I think an important thing in fitness and in the world is that Bobby has his 2 cents, Seb has his 2 cents. I agree with Seb, but it doesn't mean that Bobby is wrong or dumb. It just means that I share one opinion and Bobby shares another. I think we've lost the ability to just say, like, that's okay. And it might work for some people. So, yeah. To directly answer your question, it cannot be both. When I've listened to Bobby talk about retracting the scapula, if I'm being honest, Bobby seems to talk about retraction as though it's depression. So I've never seen him actually say to pull your shoulder blades back. Oftentimes he's talking about pulling them down. But like down into your pocket and rolled forward can be done at the same time. So maybe he's confusing terminology, or maybe he does mean pull them straight back. But if I'm down at the bar and there's protracted, ready to go, there's retracted, how am I? It's just weird. Nobody does that. Literally nobody does that. All right, last pull without a beltaruno. Do you want to just take a video of this as well for me? Just for technique. All right, big legs. Head to the ceiling. Engage the hips. Let's go. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I feel strong today, guys. It's the first time in a long time I've like really been able to push the deadlift with no pain at all. Thank you. I feel like I look like I'm about 100 pounds larger than when I started strongman.
From when you started? Yeah.
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 All right, that's 270. 290. 300-ish.
How do you know when you should start using a deadlift suit? And when should you use it in training?
You should start using a deadlift suit if you're in a contest that allows a deadlift suit and your primary intention is to win. I think that's probably the only time that it makes any sense. For people who aren't competing, I think it makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever. And then even if you're in that case, I don't think you should learn to use a deadlift suit until you've learned to not use a deadlift suit. So if you're in your first few years of training, you could probably give it a rest and keep progressing without one. This is going to be my last week without my airwave in as well. And my last couple of hardest weeks are going to be with the airwave. And that should help a lot. With my root canal this morning, I probably should have one in right now, to be fair. All right. To the chagrin of that guy.
Do you see the sun? We got sun.
Oh wow,
You
it's
can't see it, but like, look how sunny it is.
it looks like bright gray,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I still don't see blue.
You know what? I'm gonna
Guys,
take
it's
it. We got sun.
Canada's coming alive. It's bright gray. Best day we've had in 6 months. I was at physio last week, and I was wearing my my special shorts,
Okay.
and it's like the worst place to wear them because they're contorting you in all sorts of different positions. And I said that I'm very fortunate that I haven't coincidentally worn my bad shorts and a bad pair of boxers on the same day. It would be
You wore those shorts? You wore them to your interview at the Arnold. You know, when we went into the room and they're doing the interview and you're sitting there and they're like asking you all these questions and your legs are like wide. And I'm like, I was going to say something, but it's only from here up. So I'm like, it's fine.
The Arnold interview was literally nice.
But
I just got a chalk.
What's up?
I just got a chalk.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing my suit. What are we chalking for?
Pardon?
What are we chalking for? What do we got?
God, I lose. My hands are really.
Oh, you're just getting a pump. All right, good man. All right.
oh man. When you first put it on, it's so low.
One more time each side. Ow.
That side may be tighter.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, we're ready. This is a trade secret called "Don't Let Your Nuts Get Crushed." All right. If I have this much energy on comp day, I'll be in a really good spot.
You feel good?
I feel so fresh. And so fresh with no comp day drugs at all.
All right. When are you moving to America?
Am I moving? Likely mid-June to late June. House closes late July, but we need our money in an account in the US 30 days before closing for fraud reasons and money laundering. And I'm not taking money in the US until we move down there, because that's when you declare your departure date from Canada and you start being taxed as an American, not as a Canadian. And trust me, you want to be taxed as an American, not a Canadian, for sure. Okay. Rock, step, wait. All right, it doesn't have to be overly tight.
Okay.
We'll work into it. Perfect.
Good.
Do you know what I could definitely do to laws? AI would be so close to being able to create a live stream where I call them like that, ask if I can go heavier, and then just get AI to like keep working me up in sets as Laws calls me freaking out. Just please stop. Nothing like having someone who cares about you and making them pay for it. I'm gonna try without a soft belt. Just see how that feels.
I don't know why it's so dark.
Thank you. You caught the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much what you'd expect.
So what do you think has made you the best in the world for the last few years?
Some luck. There's nobody who trains harder than me. And there are people who train harder than me for a session, and I wouldn't say I have the most intense sessions on the planet, but I don't believe there's anyone who turns up as consistently ready to put in a hard effort like I do. If any day of 365 days a year, I have a workout program where I'm supposed to do X thing, I do X thing. And if I have to do more, I do more. And that bit that I have to get Laws to be my babysitter on, where like I want to go heavier, I want to do more. I don't think many people have that. I think a lot of people are very happy to do what they're like supposed to do, quote unquote. Yeah, as much as it works against me, I think it's a massive asset. And I really think it is as simple as that. But I say luck first for a reason, because a lot of people, if they tried to work really hard, really often, they'd have broken down a long time ago. Greg just said, not happy with my latest YouTube video.
What's that?
Saying that Greg Dissett is not happy with my latest YouTube video.
Oh no.
Because he says, I said, Ironman people get cardiomyopathy all the time. And he says it's a big exaggeration. It only happens if you're going Tour de France levels and training like 20 hours of cardio a week for extended years. Yes, Greg. Yes, to do Ironmans, you're going to need to do 20 hours of cardio a week for extended periods of time. So thank you for telling me I'm right. All right, let's do it. 320.
Ready? Same as last?
A little bit tighter.
Okay.
Yep. Good. Ooh,
Is the right side tight enough?
what's up?
Right side tight enough?
It feels right.
Yeah.
All right. That might as well have been an empty bar. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Just gonna airdrop, send it to live. You don't have a hard stop, do you?
A which?
Do you have a hard stop?
No, no, no. We're good.
Hello?
Say go, Daddy. Say make chocolate.
Hi, baby.
Go, Daddy, go.
You say, go, daddy, go, daddy, go, daddy.
Make chocolate. Papa.
Good girl.
See Daddy when he gets home? Sound a lift heavy?
I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
She just said lift heavy.
Oh, thanks, baby. I will. Bye.
Say bye.
My airdrop always.
That's my old phone also. So Peyton asked us if we could see any artist in concert. Who would it be?
Luke Combs at the moment.
It's a good choice.
I like him. Who would you see?
I would have loved to see Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Mm.
He's alive.
No. You know, Queen?
Oh. Yeah.
I always watch old videos of like him in concert.
Hey, this is not cool. Whatever. We're going straight to, yeah. We're going to go straight to 360.
I can just upload to Dropbox quick.
Pardon me?
Dropbox?
No, it's fine.
How much weight?
That was 700?
That was 700?
Well, 320 kilos if you want to post it.
Yeah. The chat was wondering.
Okay. Oh. I'm just gonna get one more set of clips and then we'll go.
Okay.
Hey. Thank you. Easy again. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
335.
35. So big, you go 6'4".
6'3", 6'4", yeah.
Those 2 inches will take $20. That's 315. I would similar. Like the wager.
Uh,
I'm just saying, like,
yeah. Yeah. I think so. 10 pounds per inch, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's the market.
There,
I appreciate it.
you look strong. You look big.
You know, it's, I remember your first time you met me. Hey, I didn't expect you to be
You love it. Thanks, brother. Thank you. 2 months. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, Like I said, respect is respect her and respect you.
Thanks, brother.
You deserve it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Like, if I could have, listen, dude, I kicked the wrong drugs when I was young.
Right.
If I could have, nice.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that Icelandic shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Do you want me to just upload it to a Dropbox?
I got it.
Oh, you did?
It went.
Okay. Cool.
Trying to convince Laws to let me go 400. What's up, brother?
Talking about you. I want to wish you luck on the new competition.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What's your name?
Will.
Will. Good to meet you, bro.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
World's is in
Yeah, of
3
course.
weeks, and then it's 4 weeks after, so it's 7 weeks now. Yes, sir.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. All right. I've sent in my last petition. I think I'm trying to do I think a 400 double makes sense because we're 2.5 weeks out. If anything feels weird on it, I would rather it happen now than happen next week. And then you have a week and a half to recover. Something can feel weird now and recover.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be totally content with a 400 double moving well being my last lift before Worlds.
We have a comment that 360 looked easy.
Yeah, it all feels so fun. It all feels really good. I just got to wait on approval. Couple of minutes. I've got this ingrown hair right there,
Oh.
and the bar bounced off it, and now it's bleeding. It's not sending to him. It's halfway. I'm not going to do it unless he says yes. I'm going to be responsible. I think I'll either leave it at 360, go heavy next week, or double 400 and see how I feel next week. It's like his phone has died or something.
What time is it there? Is it late?
Like 9:30, 10:30? Him and Liz stay up very late though.
While we're waiting, do you have any advice on how to adjust the training plan if you've lost a week? He was sick with pneumonia and it screwed up his training.
To be honest, it depends on what you have coming up. But if you just didn't train full stop for a week, I would treat that like a deload, go into a new block, ease into the new block, start with RPs 6 to 7, and then just aggressively progress that block a little bit more. A full week of no training is quite a lot. Not because you're going to get stronger or not get stronger, not because you're going to lose strength or lose muscle mass or anything like that, but just because you lose the feeling of moving, and your ability to then withstand like multiple heavy efforts goes down quite a bit. Sympathetic nervous system gets a toll is taken when you're sick, and then if you hit it with really heavy load straight after that, it's probably not the best option. Anything else?
I think we're pretty much caught up here.
We're 2.5 weeks out, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting my verdicts momentarily. I don't do this. I've never done this before. Usually I would just go ahead and do whatever I
You're
feel
sitting so patiently and you have your arms crossed. It's weird. Okay, what do you recommend to increase your deadlift? Deficit deadlift combined with snatch deficit or just pure deadlift?
like. I actually prefer like a pause deadlift off the ground or a standard height snatch grip. I think when it comes to deficits, you have to adopt a different position to get down there. And sometimes you can be even more skilled and stronger in a deficit if you're explosive off the floor because you coil yourself up more, blow past your sticking point more. Where a pause deadlift, I feel like you have to have such control through the whole movement. All right, approved.
Dalton said, Laws told me he trusts your judgment. Trust me, bro.
All right, let's do it. So this would be 402.
Okay. And then for those wondering, on my phone, it says I'm in portrait mode. I'm clearly not, but I cannot fix it. It will not work. So we're just stuck with horizontal, vertical.
Little tip, if you ever go really heavy on a deadlift bar and you use a jack, after you use it, pull one end of the bar up off the ground because the bar like stays bowed on the ground and it'll throw you off a bit. All right, let's do it.
Feel good?
Yeah, you're fine.
Hi. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Nice, easy double. Sit into it. Load the hips. Discipline off the ground. Okay, let's go. Boom. Fuck yeah. That is so good. I probably had 4 today. That's week 3 back in the suit. So would it have been nice to be smoother? Always, sure. But that's in such a good spot for week 3 back in the suit. 360 week 1 was a grind. 360 triple last week was pretty good. 400 double this week. No problem. Couple left in the tank. And that was like, what, 25 minutes after 700-pound squat for reps. So that sort of capacity building is really important. I would say I feel like 95%. I could do another double there if I wanted. So all extremely good news. All right. All right, fuck yeah. Moving on. Time to go to Costco. I don't know what I'm supposed to get there, so I'll have to inquire. Oh. 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 Oh.
Do you want one more question?
One more, sure.
Okay. So Brennan is just finishing up deload 1 of the deadlift peak program.
Uh-huh.
Big fan so far. Any advice on how to maintain health as you go through? He had some issues with his mid-back erector, strain and pulls. Everything else feels solid.
Any advice for what? Sorry, for him to manage that?
How to maintain health as you go through the program.
Look, do you want to be strong or do you want to be healthy? Not the same thing, unfortunately. These are the push and pulls that you have to go through once you start getting strong. And if you're teetering the line of how strong can you be, you will always teeter the line of how injured are you going to become. So the best advice is scale down the load a bit. Don't overshoot. You don't need to go to absolute 10 out of 10 balls to the wall RP. What I just did right there, I could have done 2 more and just gone absolutely flat out. Tried to eke out a 5th. But like that is more than enough for a strong strength stimulus. So that's enough for me today. So I would adopt a very similar approach. Bodybuilding, you have to hit max often. You got to work to failure. Strength, you can sit in RP 7s and 8s a lot and get really, really strong. So that's my best advice. Thank you guys for watching. Bigger session than anticipated, but that's good news. We're 2.5 weeks from World's Strongest Man. Things are coming into shape at a very good time. As always, lift heavy, be kind. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and we'll see you on Tuesday, maybe. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Haters talking to